Hey guys, MCU Collector here. So this video is going to be my collection. Now, now I have a pretty good size collection, but it's all kind of cluttered in my 5-6 detolfs. So it's probably not going to be the best kind of display that you might be hoping for, but you get to see all my figures. I'll show you my Hot Wheels. I'll show you this detolf in particular, which is my MCU Spider-Man detolf. As well as my Mezco MCU figures. So I'm going to be kind of showing you guys all of that. I'm going to try my best on how I can get the angles and video right so you guys can kind of get a feel for everything that I have. I'm going to do my best to kind of do that. But I promised that I would get this out in time for Avengers Endgame. So today is Wednesday, April 24th. That means Endgame comes out most places Friday, but if you catch the early showing, Thursday the 24th, which I will be doing so tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. and I am just about 30 hours away from that, just about 30 hours away from Avengers Endgame. I'm super excited, cannot wait. So I do want to share with you guys my total Marvel Legends collection. So in this video, again, you'll see the wall in which I display all my Hot Wheels, or most of them. I ran out of space. I'll show you all my detolfs, what I have stacked on top of my detolfs. I'll probably show you each individual shelf of the detolf real quick. I'm not going to do a whole lot and show you each individual figure. But if you guys have any questions, I want you guys to leave comments down below. If they're asking about if I have a certain figure or anything like that, comment down below and I'll get to everybody's questions hopefully soon. But that's all this video is going to be. So hopefully you guys like my collection, have any tips on how I should display things. First thing I know people are going to say is I need to get spice racks and risers for my detolfs. I'm aware, I'm going to work on that. But whatever else you guys might think, let me know down in the comments below. And with that, let's get right to it. Before we get started with the video, I want to announce a new partnership with Beautiful Halo, bringing you the latest in Marvel-themed apparel, from Avengers Endgame to Avengers Infinity War and Tony Stark and Iron Man. There's also some new Spider-Man themed hoodies, such as Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Spider-Gwen. For you DC Comics fans, there's Arrowverse, such as The Flash and Star Labs. There's also some awesome, crazy Venom designs as well. And then, of course, Thor and Loki. I love that Loki hoodie in the top left corner. And then for the latest in new heroes, Captain Marvel themed apparel as well. And don't forget, click the link in the description below to save 5 to 10% off of your order. Okay, to start us off, this is a little corner here where I keep some of my things. So I have some of my Marvel Legends, the prop replica displays. Here we have the Infinity Gauntlet, the Electronic Tesseract, the Thor Hammer Mjolnir, Iron Man helmet, Ant-Man helmet, Black Panther helmet. Then I also have the Captain America shield. I wish I had the 70th anniversary. I do not. I have the two EFX collectibles, the 1/6 scale shields. And then down there I have my Phase 1, Phase 2, all the Blu-rays, and Star-Lord's helmet. And I know that's dark. I actually had a video up of it not too long ago. But here in this detolf, this one is special just for MCU Spider-Man. With a couple other things. I have that Hot Topic in Avengers Infinity War Infinity Gauntlet. I have the box to my Mezco Spider-Man. I have the Jada Toys Spider-Man, the 2017 Ford GT, Silk Pop. And then I got one of these Jada Metals Black Costume Spider-Mans. I got it at Ross for a few bucks. But here on this top shelf, we have my Hot Toys. So I have the Homemade Suit Spider-Man, Iron Spider, and the deluxe version tech suit or regular suit Spider-Man. And then I have my Mezco figures for Spider-Man right in front. So all my soft good figures are displayed together. Here is a collection of all the different figures for MCU Spider-Man. So it's just kind of a mess right now. And I could see my Diamond Select or Marvel Select Iron Spider's falling over. But I got the Marvel Select Homecomings figures, both the Disney Store exclusive and the regular SH Figure Arts in there. I have the Mafex, all the Marvel Legends, everything, Nendoroid, Beast Kingdom, Egg Attacks. I have Mini-Mates, I have the Hot Wheels, all of that good stuff all in here, even those basic figures from Hasbro as well. But I just wanted to get every MCU Spider-Man figure that I could get. I will be adding to this shelf soon, as Far From Home will be coming out, and I have to figure that out. This next shelf is of Spider-Man 6-inch figures, so I have the Mezco and Mezco. I have the new Mafex comic, the 2 Samurai by Tamashii Nations, and then the 12-inch Legends back there. And then there are my Mezco. It's a little dark. Let's see if I can get some light in there. There are my Mezco MCU figures. So Black Panther, Thor, Hulk, and then I also have Miles Morales Spider-Man, which was originally in here, but the Mafex Spider-Man took its place. So that's out here with all my other stuff kind of in my corner right here. So without further ado, we'll go to my main collection. And for the fun of it, you can see this is my review station. You can see it's a little bit of a mess right now, but this is how I review figures. I got my Marvel Universe Galactus hanging out up here because he really can't go anywhere. I was taking some pictures of the White Ranger, and then I just got a pile of some stuff kind of threw out here that I don't know yet what to do with. So Power Rangers, White Ranger, and Lord Zed, I have absolutely nowhere to put those yet, so I've not figured that out. So just so you know. And then before I did this video, I had to get all my figures. I had piles of figures over here, piles of figures here, piles of figures here as well, because I hadn't cleaned up in a while, and I was just doing all kinds of comparisons, so it just kind of piled up. So finally they're all put away, so we'll get to it. Okay guys, so here I have on my wall all my Hot Wheels, and you can kind of see it kind of goes up and around a little bit, and down and up there, and then I got some right there. So these are the Monster Jam Hot Wheels, the monster trucks, not a big deal. The Walmart exclusive themed lines, all the ones that they've had so far. So I'm all pretty current on all the Hot Wheels. I've got everything that's really been released so far. Some of these Spider-Mans were really hard to get, and I have them all in the little protector plastics. There. Here I have the pop culture waves. So I have them all. The newest one is the X-Men wave, which I don't have any space for. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. Here we have some of the 2-packs that are going. It's a little bit darker in this room now, so let me change the lighting here. Hold on 1 second. It's probably a little too much. So there we go. So here I have all my character cars. So I have almost all of them displayed on the wall, except I ran out of space, and you'll see. So at first I was displaying them in order as they were released. And then after a while, they stopped numbering them. So this Doc Ock, no wait, where is it? Yeah, the Doc Ock was actually the last one to be numbered, and that was ridiculously difficult to find when it first came out. It's been re-released since. It was very hard before, and then we continue on. So I collect all the character cars as long as it is a new character or new mold of a car, or if it's specific for a movie, and even if it's the same car, I'll still get it because, you know, I love the MCU movies, so that's where kind of my focus on everything really is. So I got up until the Infinity War Hulkbuster up here on the wall. I got some of the multi-packs as well. Infinity War had some 3-packs that were supposed to be Toys R Us exclusive, but they never actually fully got released, so I don't know what's going on with that. I have a stack of more cars here. I have a stack of X-Men cars over by my review station, so I just don't know what to do with them. And to be quite honest with you, I'm kind of getting tired of this being on my wall. I don't know. I might pack it all away. I'm not sure yet. What do you guys think I should do with it? Let's get to my main Marvel Legends collection. Sorry, I know I keep saying that we're going to get to the main Marvel Legends collection, but there's a couple of things kind of on the way. I have only a few pop figures, so I have Spider-Man with Spider-Mobile. I have the Christmas Spider-Man, which was gifted to me by Geeked Up. Appreciate it. I have the Miles Morales figure, the Venom figure, both the single carded release and the combo pack release. I have an extra Game Reverse Spider-Man. I have the boxes to the Marvel Studios, the first 10 years, kind of displayed there. Here I have a little another section. I have a Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Hulk Mickey Mouse plush that I thought was really cool. I wish they would have come out with more of those. And then here I have pop figures. So I have every MCU pop figure that there is. So this was the last one to get. That one, you know, it's like $50, but I remember when it first came out because it was Australia exclusive. It was hundreds of dollars. But I have all that. And I have some comic ones, but not a whole lot. I have random things in here. Let me see if I can lighten this up. Those mini helmets from Walgreens, I have all of those as well. I have the pocket keychains for the MCU Spider-Man 2, Spider-Hulk pop figure. And then I have little odds and end things that I have, like all the Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix Volume 1, Awesome Mix Volume 2. I have the boxes to those shields. I have the EFX collectibles, the Hydra pin from Captain America, the First Avenger. I have the Captain America cards that Agent Coulson had, the vintage trading cards. I have like the shield badge. Just all kinds of crazy stuff that I've collected along the way that I really don't do anything with or anything. I have this. I remember this was a big deal on Amazon. It's the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, the Doritos box that plays music. And I don't know if it still plays. I don't remember how you do it. I'm not going to open it though. But yeah, that's just kind of sitting there collecting dust. But that's part of my collection, I guess. And then the Punisher vintage, he fell off the wall because I put the Wave 1 up on the wall. And you can see that's where Punisher was, but he fell down. I haven't even put up Wave 2 yet. I got my Days of Future Past box set just kind of sitting there. And then on top of all my detolfs, I have stacks of stuff. Stacks upon stacks. So all my box sets I keep in the boxes. So the Amazon exclusive Defenders, the Toys R Us all new X-Men, the Toys R Us A-Force, the Entertainment Earth Guardians of the Galaxy. I have the Defenders. That is the only box set that I have opened. I never got a second. That is probably my most treasured figure right there, the Stan Lee. It has not been opened. The white shipper box has, but the figure box has not. SDCC Thor. There's my Wave 2 vintage. I haven't put up all my import figures. I have all the boxes in here, as you can see. Got the Amazon exclusive Sinister 6 3 3/4 inch figure set. I got that for like 15 bucks. Mafex box. There's a Hope Summers that I took for my kids. I have the Spider drone from Homecoming. I recently took this guy out of my detolf. That's the Walmart exclusive Rhino for Black Panther. Kind of move him out the way. I got some 2-packs that are still in the box as well. I got one for AIM. I need to open up a second one. Then I have the Hydra. There's my Raft box set. You can't really see it, but back there I have, in protective boxes, I have the X-Force Hascon exclusive Deadpool as well as the Juggernaut Deadpool. And then I have my 12-inch figures all back here too. So if I move the SH Figure Arts box out of the way, you can see I have all the 12-inch figures that Hasbro released. So I have all the exclusives as well. Get Psylocke. That's my purple hair Psylocke. I have my black hair displayed in the case. So I have all the 12-inch, including the Daredevil Comic Con exclusive back there. Random odds and ends. I ended up with an extra Loki somehow. Milano Hot Wheels. There's my Gamerverse 2-pack. I haven't figured out where I'm going to put that yet. Here's that Groot that was Walmart exclusive. All kinds of stuff. And then as I back out, you guys will see my entire collection. So I have 5 detolfs completely jam-packed, and you can see that there's all kinds of empty space, empty space, empty space, empty space. I do need risers, I know, but that's going to be one heck of a project that I have yet to tackle. So we'll get going, and I will actually open up and show you guys each individual shelf. Okay, so the first shelf is my MCU as we start. It all goes kind of organized by movie, so you'll see I have Iron Man 1, Incredible Hulk back there, into Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, the First Avenger, as well as the First Avengers movie. So I have all the figures, as you can see there. And I do actually have some extra space in there. I probably should move some things around. Moving up, then you'll see we have the Iron Man 3 figures in that back corner, going into Thor, the Dark World. We also have Captain America, the Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Avengers Age of Ultron. And you can see that I have doubles of figures, and that is because if they released another version of the figure, I still kept it in my collection because that's how I collect. I'm not going to put something into storage. That's just not something that I want to do. Moving on up, we have Ant-Man, we have Captain America Civil War, we have Doctor Strange. You could see a lot of figures, including Anthony and Ant-Man. I have all of them displayed here, including a little mini Ant-Man from the Miniverse, I think they called it. No, Hasbro called it the Miniverse figures. And then we go up to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther. All the figures there. So we got Vulture, Hulk, Hela, all the Black Panther figures, since there was a lot of them that have now been released. All kinds of stuff there. And you can see I have that basic Shocker. I know it's not really movie accurate, but it's the closest thing we got, so I put it in there anyway. So that is the first Detolf. Now we'll get into the second one, and we'll start up at the top, because it kind of does the snake motion going up. And over here is my Infinity War only. So this entire shelf is just for Infinity War. And you could see multiple figures that I have that Hasbro has released. I wish they wouldn't have, but they did. And I'm sucker enough to buy all of them. And if I have Thanos right there in the front. So pretty awesome. I got multiples of some figures, like I have an extra Mantis Build-A-Figure in there, and M'Baku Build-A-Figure, Okoye Build-A-Figure, and I don't know what kind of black hole I got myself into, because all those characters are probably going to be in Endgame, so I have to kind of limit myself somehow. Next is Ant-Man and the Wasp. That is the Titan Hero series Ant-Man there. Here we have the Captain Marvel figures. Next we have the Endgame figures. So the actual Endgame figures there. And then I have the first Avengers, Captain America, and another Winter Soldier stealth suit Captain America in there, because we know that this suit is going to be in the movie. We think that that suit's going to be in the movie based on set photos, so I included them anyway. And then I got another Ant-Man there to add in. I'll also have another Wasp to add in, and then I got another Captain Marvel to add in. Next is the TV side of things. So I got figures for all the TV series. So I have the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 3-pack because they were all in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I have an extra Sif because she was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then I have all of the Defenders figures and Punisher and all that in there. So the SDC box set is why there's doubles of some figures in there. The bottom shelf here, these are all characters that are in the MCU but do not have their own figure. Highlights here are going to be the Frost Giant and the Bill Foster Goliath. And my new legit Red Hulk Build-A-Figure. I like the Dum Dum Duggan in there too. That's a good one. So these are all characters that have a figure and have appeared in the MCU, whether it was a movie or TV series. So that right there is kind of how I have everything for my MCU display. So those two Detolfs represent my MCU. Now let's get to the others. Okay, starting from the bottom of the next Detolf, these are all movie figures from movies outside of the MCU. So the previous Spider-Man figures, the Amazing Spider-Mans, the old trilogy, which it had its own wave, where that crap Sandman figure was the Build-A-Figure, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I have old X-Men Marvel Legends figures, as well as the Ghost Rider figures. So again, these are all Hasbro released figures. Toy Biz made Fantastic Four figures, but I do not have any of those because those were Toy Biz. Hasbro did make figures for the second movie, but those were 5-inch and not 6-inch scale, so I didn't include them here. So here's my X-Men, and I know this shelf is very jam-packed, and I hate it, but I don't really have anything else to do unless I start, again, storing figures away, and I don't want to do that. So here they are. So I have all the new figures already in there, and then that Jubilee actually stepped on her and broke the bubble gum, so the bubble gum's just kind of hanging there. So again, it doesn't come out. But here are all my X-Men figures, and I can't wait to add in the new Storm that will be included in the Retro Wave 2, as well as a new Iceman. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you would have seen I posted that news earlier today. So all these figures, and I can't wait to get a new Jean Grey. That would be awesome. Next is my Spider-Man villains. This one's pretty light, but like Doc Ock takes up a lot of space. Lizard takes up a lot of space, and then Kingpin takes up a lot of space as well. And then Sandman, I actually need a new torso to that guy. I picked him up one day and the torso completely fell apart. Rhino back there, Green Goblin, Electro, the new Kraven, Green Goblin, Hobgoblin. Next up is all my symbiotes and Spider-Man. So I primarily stuck with Peter Parker Spider-Man over here. So we have all the symbiotes, Red Goblin being the newest one, or actually, yeah, Red Goblin being the newest one. I got that Venomized Punisher, that Marvel Unlimited subscription service, the 2 Carnages, and then all the other symbiotes that have been released. I have an extra Venom figure so I can have the Pork Grind figure, the 2 Venom Build-A-Figures, Space Venom and Monster Venom, as well as all the different Peter Parker Spider-Mans that have been released. So that's further that detolf. Next one, here are the Spider-Verse. So all the other Spider-Men, Spider People, the SPDR Build-A-Figure. I don't count that Iron Spider because that's the translucent one. It's probably KO, probably came from China. Can't wait to get a comic Iron Spider figure by Hasbro. So I'm sure they would do a great job with it. Here, all the Spider Women, Spider Girls. Here are the other Spider-Man villains. So I have the 3 Chameleons, one for Hammerhead, one for J. Jonah Jameson, the 2 different Mysterios, Greenhead and Whitehead, the variant. There's the old Kraven. Absorbing Man, I didn't want to display him in with Spider-Man villains, but because he was a Build-A-Figure for a Spider-Man wave, I included him. The 2 different Shockers, the Thunderbolts variant and everything, all the Build-A-Figures and everything there. Then we go to what I would say kind of the X-Force, X-Men overrun into the Fantastic Four. So any of the Deadpool wave figures are basically in here. Hydro Bob is in there, and then I have my Deadpool and Chill. I have the Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, Doctor Doom, Sasquatch Build-A-Figure and everything in there. Next is going to be the X-Men villain. So you can see the Blob back there, Juggernaut, and you can see a lot of Build-A-Figures. So Sauron, and Paladin hidden back there, and then the Jubilee wave, I have the Cyclops and Magneto in there, Onslaught, and all the different villains, Caliban, the new Build-A-Figure there. So it's all jam-packed in there because you could see Queen Brood is taking up quite a bit of space in there. So I had to kind of figure out a way to make that work. Now on to the last detolf. Okay, so this last detolf is a hodgepodge of stuffs. Basically, if it doesn't fall into Spider-Man category or X-Men category, they all got kind of lumped into those last detolf, separated by hero and villain, except for this shelf. This one's kind of a hodgepodge. I put the whole Wrecking Crew team there. I put Cloak and Dagger together, and then I got my Riders figures. So Deadpool Core, Ghost Rider, Wolverine, and then Black Widow's hidden back there. But I got my Fin Fang Foom Build-A-Figure. That is the legit. I did have the KO, but swapped out and got the legit one there. That is an awesome figure, by the way. So going down the shelf, here is a hodgepodge of heroes. So I am a completist collector, so anything from the Infinity line when that started till now, I have every Legends figure except for the International Best of Wave figures. I have a handful of those, but not all of them. So you can see that there's lots of doubles for certain characters and whatnot, and that's kind of okay with me, but I'll display them anyway. I know this is not an ideal display situation, however, this is how I have it. I like that one, the Rescue figure. That was the Marvel Unlimited subscription exclusive figure. So lots of stuff in here. I really like this modern Hawkeye too. That's a good figure. Next up, we got more heroes, like the Mandroid Build-A-Figure, Hercules from the new Endgame wave. I have 2 Black Knights because I know there could be 2 different Black Knight characters or versions of the character, so that's why I have 2. Some kind of OCD like that. I know it's a problem. Multiple Daredevils. I think I have some here, some up here. It's crazy. Now this one's going to be hard to get into because I have limited space. I can't even open the detolf door all the way. But here, a lot of villains. So you see a lot of Build-A-Figures. Titus, Abomination, Ironmonger, Kree Sentry, Onslaught. I do have 2 Onslaughts, one with the cap with a Red Skull head and one with the Magneto head. AIM soldiers, all kinds of stuff in there. So any villain that you can think of from the start of from Infinite series, I have them and they are displayed in there. So that is the last detolf. Let me move the Days of Future Past box set. I was holding the door open. So those are all my figures. You guys let me know down what you guys think in the comments below. If you have any questions for me, let me know. If you guys like the video, like the collection, give that video a thumb up. If you guys haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you can see anytime I post new videos. And as always, guys, thank you for watching.